do that prancing very much.
So I do want her thinking that I'm a safe place, but I have boundaries. I have a bubble, and she needs to respect it, especially when she's up. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm also at the same time, I don't want to just send her out because see how her emotions are up?
Yeah.
Then I'm just sending her out in an amplified state of emotion.
Right. Yep.
So I'm just going to see if I can direct a little bit. She gave me her hind end there. That was very nice. But if I do too much directing at the beginning because her emotions are up, then I'll lose her too.
Gonna go up there,
Yeah. No, you can't go past me there. Good. So I'm just starting to set some little boundaries, which is going to help her start thinking towards me a little bit. So I want her emotions to come down. And it's nice that she's choosing to be here instead of the other end.
Right.
So can you see her emotions starting to come down? She's sneezing, she's shaking her head, she's lowering her head. And all I did was ask her to move her hind end and to do a little backing up, and I gave her some boundaries here.
Right.
But then that makes her feel like I'm the leader, and it makes her feel better that her leader showed up. Not that she's willing to do anything I want yet, but it's a start. Yeah, good. Good. And she's licking her lips. That's good. Good girl. So if I give her a few minutes to decompress here, then she's going to be willing to give me more. Good. Good. Thank you. So I would like her to move her feet a little bit, but I want to plan it so that it's not all crazy and frantic. And I totally expect this because she's been cooped up. And we haven't had a lesson in like a month, so I expect this at the beginning. Hi. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Hi. So I'm just slowly getting her to move her hind feet a little, one way, maybe her front feet another way, and just a little bit at a time. Otherwise, she's going to go, that's too much, I'm out of here. Good. Good. Good girl. Can you back up? Yes. Can you back up? Good. Can you back up? So my goal right now is just to get her in the thinking side of her brain. So that I have a chance of doing something. Because just sending her off to run around is not going to help her to get in the thinking side of her brain. Good girl. So she allows me to move that hind end, but when I ask her to move the front end, she'll move it just a little bit, and then she says, but now I have to leave. But that's okay, because she gave me a little bit, and she'll give me more as time goes on. You're all right. She goes, I know where the grass is now.
Nice figure eight, Pepper.
So I was kind of claiming that. Now she's got to roll again. This is all going to help her, though, to feel better. So when you move that other horse that was by her, she probably hasn't had a chance to do this and release all that bottled up tension she's had for a while.
Right. No, she was turned out before I did that. She hasn't been turned out since I did that because it's just rained every single day.
Yeah. So when she was she in the stall when you moved the horse?
Yeah.
And she's been in there since.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's got all that bottled up.
Yeah. It was absolutely pouring, and Seymour was up to his knees, and I'm like, I have
Yeah.
to do something.
So this is where she's got all that she still has to release.
Right.
That's just kind of stayed in there.
Yeah, she was out with Foxy before that, not after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Good girl. She goes, but I want food. So now that she's going to be food obsessed, I'm going to go ahead and put a line on. Because otherwise she's just going to run from one grass area to another.
And the grass is growing really well, and the nettles.
Hi. What a good girl. Yeah. What a good girl. Yeah. So I put the longer line on because I feel like I'm going to need a little extra space with her today.
Uh-huh. Watch her butt, yes.
Yeah. But I don't want her thinking as soon as I put it on, here we go. Because I don't want her to associate something negative with that. So I'm going to give her a little bit of freedom here at the beginning. So there, as she was moving, she was starting to go faster, which means her emotions were starting to come up. So I had her turn and face. When I have her move the hind end like that away and turn and face, it helps click her back into the thinking side of the brain. Because that's what they do in the wild when they run away from something. They'll run away a certain distance, and then they'll turn and face, reassess. So it gets them thinking again. Good. Good girl. You're okay. So I'll do as many of these as I need to for her to start realizing she doesn't need to get emotional. Good girl. Because I want her to be able to control herself emotionally at the walk first. Back. 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 Thank you. You know how to back. We've done it. Once they know how to do something, then I don't take a lot of excuses why she can't do it. Good. Now I can be light. Good. So her responding to my request is non-negotiable. She has to be able to go forward, backward, right, and left when I ask. So the slower I go right now with her, the more she's going to get all her emotions in control. Giving her that time. Good girl. And as long as she stays where I put her, she's allowed to look around. She's not allowed to get fixated, but she's allowed to look around. Good girl. Good girl. Back up. Back up. So that was me telling her, don't go there. Just back up. And you'll feel better. She wasn't going to feel better taking off.
Yeah.
But she's going to feel better if she backs up and calms down. Good girl.
Some a zip code that I've never heard of. Area code.
Good girl. So I'm trying not to let her emotionally check out. She's allowed to move her feet if she can do it without getting emotional. Good.
I am just soaking up this sunshine.
I know, it is lovely.
So there she was starting to get a little snorty as she was moving. And what would have came next is probably a sky jump.
Yep.
So I shut her down before she went there.
Sounds like spring.
It does.
Doesn't
It's
it?
lovely. I love it.
And this is going to help her turn to me for leadership because I have better ideas than she does. Don't pull on me. So since it's been a while, it's almost like hitting a reset button. But the good thing is she has more skills.
Right.
So I can communicate with her more. Back. Back. No, that's not an option. Back. Good. Lots of licking. Lots of sighs. I want you to take off like a lady. Not like a cowboy. No. Back, back, back. Good. You want to try again? You want to try again? Yeah. So part of that problem is too that she's got a lot of pent up energy. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to help her right now because she has to use some of it up, but I want her to do it constructively. Good. Back. So I just need to stay slow and consistent with my movements so that she has a chance to figure it out without getting too emotional. So right now, a lot of forward does not help her. I know. You guys are probably getting colder. I'm getting warmer.
No, I'm actually this face soaking up the sunshine.
Good girl. That way. Good. Good. Back. Good girl. So now that her emotions have come down some, I'm going to see if she can go on the circle. If she can't, I'm going to put her right back to work on the rail again. But I'm just letting her dump all that emotion right there. Good girl. Yeah. And if she wants to roll again, that's okay too. Wow, that's 3 rolls today already.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're okay. Yeah. Shows you how much bottled up tension she had in there.
That was days of it.
That's a lot. Good. Good girl. Yeah. Much better. And the nice thing today is when I ask her to go, she's not like having her little fit.
Right.
Good. So when she leaves me there mentally, she starts looking out. Now I'm coming up behind her instead of to her hind end, because that helps build curiosity and gets her to think back towards me. Knee to back. Good. Good. More. Yep. Good. 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 So I'm just going to reward that because I asked her
That
to
was
trot,
nice, yeah.
and she kept her head about her, and she
Yep.
didn't get pissy.
No, that was nice.
It was very good. Yeah. I'm just going to ask her out of my space. Good girl. Yeah, that was huge for her.
Yeah.
And considering today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I thought it was nice that even though that guy's walking around and he was carrying stuff, she wasn't paying any attention. Good girl. Stick with me, girl. Good. Good girl. Back. 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 So she had thought about getting pissy there, so I just shut it down, and then we're going to try again. can't decide if I'm hot or cold. So here, I want you to see when I use my stick, I'm barely using it. I only lift it as much as I need to get her to respond. So I ask with my hand first, slowly bring it up. See, I only had to bring it up to there and she started to respond. Then I put it down.
Yeah.
So I'm only using as much pressure as I need to have her, to get her to respond. Good. You're okay. So it's harder for her going to the right. She gets more of an attitude, but I just redirect her. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Good. And then I'm not asking for too many laps because I'm just working on improvement. So what I would like her to do is to go off to the right without having an attitude. So I'm going to ask again. And I'm just looking for improvement, not perfection. Had to use a little bit more stick that time, but that's okay. She was probably just thinking too much. So when her head goes out, I just kind of walk behind her. There we go. Life happens. You still got to do your job. Good. 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 So could you see how I was bringing her attention back by walking behind her?
Yes. Yep.
And it was non-threatening.
Yep.
So what I've learned recently is I need to go further back because it's less threatening, but it builds curiosity.
Right.
Good. So there was some improvement, so I get off that subject for a little bit because I don't want to drive her crazy either.
What the heck did she pick up?
You can do it.
What was it, grass?
I think it was the plant or something.
not going to kill you. Jackets are horse eating. Just ask her. So what I'm going to do, I'm glad you put that there, because I'm going to have her go and smell a couple things. Give her something else constructive to do with her brain. Don't leave me. Come over here. Bring your nose over here. Good. 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 Do you have a couple other things you can lay on the fence somewhere?
Yep. Put my cat somewhere.
Nope. Don't leave me.
When I pull this, she's going to jump. When I pull it out,
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah. Good. So if you could do it like down a little way so I have different spots to go to. Good, but you can't eat it. Good. That was good. That was good. So this helps build their curiosity about things instead of being afraid of everything that's around them. Good.
you know, I've bent down to pick a bottle up before, and just that motion to pick the bottle up, squeak around.
And so I will work on giving her different things to check out and pick up and move around so she doesn't have to worry about it.
It's wet down there.
I know, it's pretty scary. And if she needs to retreat like she did, it's okay. I don't stop her. I don't tell her she has to. I just say, then back up. And then try again. Good.
Yeah, she knows what all that is because usually she pulls it off the corral.
Good. Good.
You want to put a tarp on the ground?
Sure.
I've got one.
Let
somewhere.
me work with this for just a moment. You can go ahead and go get it.
All right.
But I'm just going to make a motion with it. I think I need to do the shorter line for this. Otherwise, we're going to be stepping on it. Hey, 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 hey. But see her curiosity coming up? There we go. I'm sacrificing my jacket. I know. You can smell it, you can't eat it. Yeah. Good. That's the first time she wanted to smell it. I know. But I think you're going to survive. I know. That's scary. That tarp is scary. Good. Good. You're okay. Yeah. Good. Good.
I got to do the same thing with Phoenix.
You did or you need to?
I've started to.
Okay, good. Yeah. Let's go see what that crazy thing is over there. Let's back up a little bit. Because I do want to touch her on this side too. Good. Oh, I know, that's scary. But see how her head went up and she quit blinking? So I'm going to wait. There, she's blinking. Her head came down just a tiny bit. Yeah. So has she had a tarp on the ground before?
She's on top on the ground, yeah. But it's been a while.
But she hasn't stepped on it
I
or...
had that, and I had the big ball, you know, the great big ball.
Uh-huh.
Which I had actually had the ball under her and up and over her back. She did really well with the ball. Things that make a noise like that, she's terrible with. She will make me out a liar now.
But she's been getting in the right frame of mind for this stuff now.
Yeah.
So she had a harder time seeing it out of her left eye than she did her right eye. Back up. It's just a receipt, I think. But see how she, like, even over there, she wanted to, she's getting curious. She wants to check things out now, so that's really good.
Oh. No, it's been about a year since I worked the tarp with her. Look at that.
But everything I did up until this has led to this.
Up to it, yeah.
Got her in the right frame of mind. Good. That was good. Yeah, there was a noise, I know.
Yeah, they haven't picked our trash up this week because they couldn't get up the driveway.
I know. How dare there be a truck over there? Back.
I hate being behind those things on the road. And they're like that.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, what if it falls off?
Just being far back.
I need to get a mylar and tie it on the panels.
Mm.
You know, mylar balloon.
No, I've never heard of
The
it.
big silvery
yeah, yeah.
balloons.
Good girl.
That'd be a
That's
good
awesome.
Good girl.
obstacle.
Back. Yeah. I know. You're brilliant. You need to back when I ask you. Yes. Good. So she wanted to get emotional after she went over it.
Yeah.
So I just shut her down, and then I'm going to ask again because I don't want her thinking that she needs to get emotional. But that was really good that she walked and trotted over
I
it.
didn't expect her to.
I didn't either. Good. 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 So it might have looked like a little thing, but she went over. She kind of thought about it. I wanted to give her a moment to see if she was going to bring her emotions back down herself, and she did over here. She lowered her head, and that's when I let her quit.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm pushing just a little bit further, saying, can you do it yourself? If not, I'm going to shut you down, right away. But let's see if you can bring your emotions down yourself. Good girl. And then the next thing I want to do with the tarp is start really making a lot of noise with it. And then, at one point have like Nicoya in here with me, and we'll have it like flying like a flag and her following it and stuff. Just get her to where she can handle more and more and go,
Right.
it's not a big deal.
And umbrella too is great.
Oh, yeah. And I just happen to have one in the car. It's not a big one, but I have one.
I realized the other day I did not have one, and my husband turned around and said, "Well, honey, get mine out of my car."
Good. That's the first time I got those eyes. Where she rolled them back in her head a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the first time today, which is really good for her. But that's not where I want to end the tarp part of the lesson. Good. Yeah, good. I like that I'm able to send her without her getting so emotional.
And she was licking, yeah.
Good girl. Yeah. Good. Good girl. Good. Yeah. That was better. But see how she comes out a winner on all those things that we do? That's what's going to build her confidence, that she can learn, and that I'm going to always let her know what the answer is. And she's going to be successful. Different horse than what came in here today, huh?
Actually, but that was good for me to see how you handled that, because I have to handle that, when I'm moving, if she's...
Well, yeah, and I want to get to the point to where I have her more consistent so I can start working with you with her.
Yeah.
Which doing it once a week is going to help. But I didn't think we would get this far with her today when she first came in here and she was a bundle of nerves. And only one eye roll? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Gina's horse, I still can't get over a tarp. The only horse I've never been able to get over a tarp. So obviously she's been over one before.
Yeah, about a year ago I worked with her with the tarp and the ball.
Yeah.
But that was about a year ago.
Yeah. But I like her that she was able to keep her emotions in check.
I came out with my yellow rain gear on.
Uh-huh.
And walked up to feed her, not thinking anything about it. I had the bales and the flakes in my hand, ready to put them in her bin. And because I had the yellow one, she went, what?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. She was terrified because I had this yellow gear on.
Yeah. And it made a different noise and yeah.
Yep.
Come on.
Phoenix, you got a nice tail.
It does.
This poor guy's trying to get a run up that dirt road.
Did you get stuck?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was scary, now she walked over it.
I like the curiosity there.
Yeah. All this.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted her to start putting her nose on things first.
Yeah.
And she's building curiosity and confidence. I'm going to see if I can get her to stand on the tarp and stop.
She said no problem.
The thing I didn't want to do is her to put it in her mouth and then scare herself
Right.
and then take off with it in her mouth. So I was trying to lift her head just a little bit so that she wouldn't think of opening her mouth. I think she did awesome today.
That surprised me.
Took 3 rolls, but she did it.
Oh, Pepper.
I mean, I couldn't ask for more than that today from her. That was awesome. And I'm leaving her in a good frame of mind, feeling successful,
Yep.
feeling connected, feeling brave. And then it's always knowing when to quit.
That's awesome.
And look at that. She doesn't want to leave.
Too bad, Miss Peppers.
She even surprised me that she came this far today.
Yeah.
Tell me something that you got out of today or learned or observed or that was in.
Probably learned more when you went in there to start with.
Okay.
With that energy that she had.
Yeah.
Seeing what you knew, bring it down.
Yes.
How you brought it down.